guys, it's Isabella here, and welcome to a new video. I just hit my hand on my desk, ouch. Today's video is going to be another book review. This one was unexpected. I went to the library and I picked up this graphic novel, and I don't read graphic novels often, but when I do, I don't usually do reviews on them, but this one was the exception. And the graphic novel that I will be reviewing today will be Feelings, A Story in Seasons by Manjit Thap, I think. So the first thing that I want to say is that this book is filled with some great artwork. So I thought I would show you guys some, just give you a flip through of some of the pieces in here. The author of this book is also an illustrator, so yeah, the artwork in this book is really beautiful. And it looks like it was traditionally done, but it's done traditionally with a mix of digital, which I really love that style. And yeah, she goes through all the seasons and the feelings that come with them, and she really depicts them with like lots of color for like the warm sunny seasons, and then it gets kind of gray and depressing during the more winter months. But yeah, this book has some beautiful artwork. I picked this up from my library, which is why it has the code on it still. But yeah, the artwork in here is really great. The next thing I really did enjoy in this book was the brilliant writing. Now, I don't say brilliant often, but I think the writing in here was brilliant. The author really captures what it feels like to be going through the motions of the seasons and the feelings that come with each, and also addressing mental health, and not just for the people who have diagnosed mental health disorders like me, but also in general, just everyday people, because mental health is something that everybody struggles with, just some people more than others have it more difficult. And so I felt like her words, the way she explains these feelings and like explains the inadequacy that this character in the book feels, I think it really spoke to me and was like very relevant, and I really just felt super connected to this character. And yeah, I think it's a book that everybody should read. I think that this really helps you recognize how you're feeling, and also how it's okay to feel sad, and it's actually really, like, it's healthy to let those darker emotions sometimes take over, because it's a healthy release of emotion. And it also talks about in this book how things get better, and you won't always feel depressed or sad or inadequate or upset with situations that you can't control, but that things get better. So this next little portion, well, probably a long portion of the video, I wrote a sticky note of all the pages that I felt were relevant to me or important for everyone. So I'm gonna go over some of these. Let's see how much time I have, because I don't want to make this review too long, but there's quite a lot. Page 19. I'm finding the power in saying no and being selfish with my time. That's important, people. Everybody needs to learn when it's okay to say no to something, because you can't always be available for everyone else. Sometimes you just gotta take some time for yourself and be selfish. And I do that a lot, and I think it's really helped my mental health. So I highly recommend it. Yeah. Next one, page 30 to 31. There's a voice inside my head. It started as a whisper, but it's gotten much louder. First I carried it, now it carries me, dragging me down and dragging me around. So the author has drawn like these different sayings, like I'm not good enough and stuff like that a lot of people feel, feelings of inadequacy, and how these kinds of thoughts can really drag you down. And I feel that all the time. I feel a lot of imposter syndrome as an artist, and I know lots of other artists do too. And it's just something that's super upsetting, but it's something that we all go through, even like not just in the art field. People think they're not good enough in a lot of things. Like there are other things in here that it's like, what's the point? No one will care. And like just all these negative little sayings that your head is, there's always that little voice in your head that's always telling you negative things that are not true. And it's really hard to ignore those. And I know that I think that everybody has these voices. Just for some people, they're stronger than others. And it's really hard to deal with those. But I like that the author addresses this because I struggle with this all the time. Next was 34 and 35. So this one has no words, it's just images. And I got what it was saying right away of how we all feel like we're being watched and worrying about how we look, dress, how other people see us, and always feel all these eyes on us. And I totally understand that. It can feel a little overwhelming, to be honest, at times. But I think it's important to learn that most people don't care about other people or aren't paying attention to other people. Most of the time, people are too busy being self-absorbed in their own shit that they don't think about other people. So just letting you guys know that that is a thing. Let's see, 38 and 39 was, I crave a cool breeze, a release from the humidity, a night of full sleep, a break from this restlessness. Yeah, sometimes I get restless. And it's like I have all these thoughts in my head, and lots of people have thoughts before they go to bed, and it makes it so hard to go to sleep. And that's so relatable. And I just love this book. It is so relatable. Then she goes, during the dry summer season, many plants face stress, wilting under the intense heat. So again, it's like using nature and comparing it to human experiences. Like, humans face stress, and we wilter. We do. We wilter in under its intensity. And I think that the way she just writes it's so unique, and I love it. Let's see, 44 and 45. There's a pressure to keep up, maintain, reach as high as the highs of summer. I agree. As an artist, there is in all jobs, there's a pressure to keep up and maintain a certain level of work. And you can't be that hardworking all the time and be producing your best work all the time, because then that's just going to cause burnout. Yeah. Then there's 46. The sun taunts me. I'm struggling through shadows while everyone else bathes in the light. So it's like, when I'm depressed or anxious and I look at other people and see how happy they are, it just makes me so depressed. And it's more depressed. It's like, why are all these people get to have it so much easier than me? It's just really hard. Yeah, it's just really, really hard. And this one is the pent-up feelings of anxiety that have been simmering under the sun reach their boiling point. There is a desperate need for rainfall as the summer season comes to a close. Clouds huddle together in a humid sky, weighing heavy, ready to release. So basically it's like, you've had these pent-up feelings of anxiety that have been building up and building up. And then you just need this desperate release of like, basically like crying, basically. Your tears, you're letting them go, which she compares that to the clouds huddling together and ready to release their water. It's just gorgeous, this imagery. It's so great. I love it. So before we close out this video, I want to share with you guys my Goodreads review of this book. So let's just get to that. So honestly, I gave this book a 5-star because it was just really uplifting. I feel like towards the end, it's like so uplifting. And some books always end most books just go through all the bad things, the bad feelings and all that stuff. But this book goes through the good feelings, the feelings of happiness, and the feelings of joy and having fun with friends. And it ends on a positive note, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I highly recommend reading this. This could probably give you, if you're in a depressed state, this could actually lift you up, I think. It definitely lifted me up, even though I wasn't really depressed. But I was definitely feeling in my feelings. And this book was definitely something that helped me out to feel like the future is bright. So I gave this book 5 stars, and in my review I wrote, "This is a beautiful and genius book, artistically and emotionally. I recommend this to everyone because everyone needs to reflect on their emotions, both positive and negative, because they all have purpose." And this book goes into that purpose, and it's really amazing. So much great emotional validation and mental health representation. So that was my review. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let me know what other videos you guys would like me to make, on movies and stuff. If there's anything you guys want me to do reviews on, let me know. And yeah, or books. Let me know what books you guys think I might like. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.